So you've been lied to. I am not going to do a musical performance. We are going to do a musical performance. Wepa, yeah. But before that, a little bit of background on what we're going to be doing. So, Miami, right? Cuban culture, very prominent. Latino culture in general, very prominent. We all know we got Calle Ocho, we got Hialeah, yeah, you guys know. So, what we're going to do is that we're going to clap out a rhythm in a bit that you guys have all heard before. It's in every salsa song, every son montuno song from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. It goes like this. So, anyone know what that's called? Clave, right. Anyone know what clave means? Oh, really? Wow. Key, but not like a physical key. It's a metaphorical key. So it means it's the key to that style of music, to Cuban music, to Latino music, at least countries that have clave rhythm. But where does that rhythm come from? It does not come from Cuba. It does not come from any Hispanic country. It comes from West Africa. And that is obviously, legacy of slavery. And, we're gonna, oh, jeez, everyone's like, saw everyone's faces drop when I said that. Hey, but that's history, and that's part of what I'm trying to do here. So we're gonna have a little bit of history, a little bit of culture, a little bit of music. So that rhythm was brought over during slave trade, and was brought to Cuba. And unlike the United States, slaves in Cuba had a little bit more freedom to practice their African culture. And that is why we have Cuban music. It's because they were allowed to still practice some aspects of their culture, and that lived on to today. Funnily enough, another place, actually in the US, that had a similar type of situation going on was New Orleans. New Orleans is obviously one of the music hubs of the United States, and they also had a large slave population at the time. But under the French, they were also allowed to keep some aspects of their African culture, unlike the rest of the United States. So what we're going to do is that I'm going to have you guys clap a clave. You guys ready? You're all going to be musicians by the end of the day today. All right, so I'll start, and then I'm going to pick up the bongos, and you guys have to keep going. Got to make sure you're rhythmically on it. Ready? All right, so all right. Keep going. So you probably heard this type of bass line before, so like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, you guys have all heard it. You've heard it at every quinceañera, every wedding, every whatever Noche Buena party, any party with a pig. Yes. But now we're going to move away from Havana, we're going to move away from Miami, we're going to go to New Orleans. So now I'm going to split the room in half. So this half of the room, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to clap that clave rhythm. You guys are going to stomp your feet. And this is what you're going to do. So you're going to go boom, 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 like that. Okay, this side of the room first, So dun, 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 and now the clave. Ba, 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 can imagine like a trumpet doing a solo here, like something like that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Nice. All right. So, you know, Miami, Havana, New Orleans, all like Atlantic cities, all on the coast, all very seafood oriented, you know, a lot of culture, a lot of musical culture. But more specifically than that, that is the one rhythm that you'll find all over Latin America. You'll find it in New Orleans, you'll find it in Havana, you'll find it in San Juan, you'll find it everywhere. And that's, you know, something that even if you don't know the culture of New Orleans, if you don't know the culture of Cuba, you don't know the culture of San Juan, don't know the culture of Miami, now you'll know. When you hear that, you'll be like, oh, I know that rhythm. That's the clave rhythm. You can find that all over the New World. It comes from Africa. So keep that in mind. You know, music is something that definitely brings us all together in more literal ways than you might have thought or might have heard before. But yeah, thank you.